Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I will be reading a Kinich listener by me. So let's get into it. When you went out that late, you did not think anything would happen. In fact, you were quite optimistic. It was a good day after all, and you were preparing a little bit of a surprise for Kinich. So really, any thoughts of danger and self-preservation were not really on your mind. Not when your heart is so light, and you were only thinking about how happy Kinich would be with that little surprise you were preparing. But alas, not everything goes as well as you wanted to. And when you saw the stranger who needed your help, you only wanted to help them as you thought they needed it. You hadn't thought that someone would be so twisted as to fake needing help just for your attention, to pull you away and lure you into danger. And here you were, pushing the stranger's hands away again, trying to maintain your composure, a sear clawed at your insides. Stop it. I said get away. Your voice was firm, but you could feel the panic creeping into your words. The man did not seem to care, his grip tightening.
Come on. Don't make this harder than it has to be.
He sneered, leaning closer, his presence overwhelming. Just as you're about to shout again, the door slammed open.
Get away from them.
Genshin's voice was low and filled with fury, and he barely had time to react before the man was yanked back with a force that made you stumble slightly.
Hey, you! What the hell are you doing?
The stranger sputtered, his bravado faltering, as Kinich stood between the two of you, his shoulders tense.
I said, get away from her. Now.
Kinich growled, taking a step forward, and the stranger hesitated, clearly weighing his options as he glanced between you and Kinich. And it was quite obvious that the chances of actually defeating Kinich were quite low, and he was just hiding a losing battle here. So with a muttered curse, he scrambled back and bolted out of the room, not daring to look back. You stood frozen for a moment, your heart pounding in your chest, unable to move or speak. And Kinich turned to you, his eyes softening immediately as they landed on you.
Are you okay?
His voice was gentle now, a stark contrast to the fury you just witnessed. You nodded, but your body betrayed you as you trembled, the adrenaline still coursing through your veins. I think so. I just didn't expect all of this to happen. I was only going out to get something, and then... Kenich's hands were on you in an instant, warm and comforting, pulling you into a tight embrace.
I'm truly sorry. I swear if I had known any sooner.
It's all right. You shook your head, leaning into his chest, your hands clutching the fabric of his shirt. It's not your fault, Kinich. And I know you. I know you would have been there as soon as possible if you knew something. And in the end, you came when I needed you. That's all that really matters. His arms tightened around you, holding you as if he never wanted to let go.
No one should ever lay a hand on you like that. No one.
And after a bit of silence, you admitted, your voice barely above a whisper. I wasn't sure what's going to happen.
He pulled back slightly, his eyes meeting yours, his gaze filled with both tenderness and a fierce protectiveness. I will always come for you. I promise you, Mayan. I will never let anyone hurt you. You have to trust me on that. He whispered quietly, his hand brushing a strand of hair from your face, and you smiled weakly, the fear slowly ebbing away as you felt the warmth of his words wrap around you.
Thank you, Kinich,
You whispered, resting your forehead against his chest.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
He pressed a soft kiss to your hair, his hand gently rubbing your back in soothing circles. You'll never have to find out, he murmured. I'll always be here. For a long moment, you simply stood there, wrapped in the safety of his arms, letting the tension and fear melt away. His presence was grounding, his warmth chasing away the cold grip of panic that had threatened to consume you earlier. I'm so glad you're here, he whispered, closing your eyes and focusing on the steady rhythm of his heartbeat beneath your ear. I'm never leaving your side. Not now, and not ever. So don't you ever forget that. You looked up at him, feeling the weight of his promise settle in your chest. I believe you. And Kinich smiled, though there was still a little bit of anger in his eyes as he thought back to what happened. If he ever comes back near you again. He won't. He's gone. You scared him off. Good. Because I don't know what I'd do if someone hurts you. And you leaned up, pressing a soft kiss to his lips, needing the reassurance of his love in the moment. I'm okay. Because of you. And he kissed you back gently, his hand resting on the small of your back as he held you close. And in that moment, he just wanted to have you in his arms and to reassure himself that you'll be fine, that you are fine. And he promised himself that he would never let anything like that come close to happening ever again.